Alright, here we go. We are now boarding through the tunnel. Winding around like a snake, this thing. And more corridors. Alright, we are now aboard the plane.
Bonjour, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue à bord du vol. Dans le but de rendre votre vol agréable, notre équipage se tient à votre disposition à tout moment. N'hésitez pas à nous appeler pour toute information ou requête. En préparation pour le départ.
Backing up now, preparing to go on the taxiway. It's Friday, March 24th, 2023, exactly 9:41 a.m. My very first time taking a plane trip. So what I'll do is I'll film the taxiway trip and then the runway trip, the takeoff, and I'll put timestamps in the video so you know where to look for certain places in the video. I don't know what direction we're going to be taking off. So I believe right now we're being moved by a tow vehicle. And I'll resume filming once we start moving again. Engines are powering up. Wow, what a powerful sound. So now, we'll just wait to move. Right, throttle's going up. We should be moving any second now. Yeah, so definitely engines are picking up RPM. You can hear that sound. And again, we're just waiting to move. We're probably testing the engines, making sure they're functioning. And we should be good to go momentarily. Alright, here we are, we're moving. Probably under the plane's own power now. So we got a beautiful view of Mount Royal in the distance. Look at that. Try to zoom in. What a moment this is. I'm so used to being on buses and trains that I'm trying to absorb all this. It's a really weird feeling being on this plane, the way it's moving around right now. We haven't even left the ground yet, and this is going to be fascinating. It's really interesting to see that wingtip. The wingtips bouncing around is really flexible, really cool. So it looks like we're going to be taking off towards Lac St. Louis as opposed to over the downtown core. Yeah, it's incredible. I've watched so many YouTube videos over the years of this very event. Planes taking off from Trudeau Airport. Now I'm actually filming a video myself. And for me, this is a really special moment because I've been waiting to do this for years and years, and it's just the beginning of many more things to come. So now we're on the taxiway. So you're watching this video at home right now, and if you're used to being on planes, used to flying, might be just another video to you, but for me, this is special. Look at that, Mount Royal, St. Joseph's Oratory in the distance. And if anyone's out there watching and you haven't been on a plane yet and you're looking forward to your first flight, believe it will happen. This is Flair Airlines. Very cheap airline, very economical. But I have no complaints so far. I haven't been in the air yet, but so far no complaints at all. Then again, I don't have anything to compare it to. So to me this is perfect, and I'm not picky, so. Oh, we're gonna be, we got the fire station, the airport fire station on the other side of us. Yeah, so we're not on the taxiway yet, I don't think. We're getting there. Is that an old firefighting equipment thing there? Cool. Alright, now we're lining up, I think, to the taxiway. Again, this is all new to me, so I'm a little disoriented. I don't know exactly where we are, but we will be in the air soon. That's all I know. And I'm curious how I'm going to take it physically, because I'm hearing people say that your ears pop, you can get nauseous. It's going to be very interesting. This is a 737 MAX 8. We got some lights there on the ground. So these engines are gonna probably go almost full throttle in a minute or two. So now I think we're heading on the taxiway. Yeah, we got the blue lights there. Blue lights are, I think, taxiways. Or the apron. Yeah, there's the runway coming up. There's a Dash 8 about to take off. Hard to see. The only thing, I wish these windows were a bit bigger. And because I'm somewhat tall, I have to kind of bend down a bit, but it's fine. You're going to see a Dash 8 now in a minute. Lining up for takeoff. There it is, Porter airplane. Porter Airlines. The best way I can compare this to, it's like being on an amusement park ride or a roller coaster. You know, you first get on a roller coaster and you're going up the incline, and you're slowly going up and you're about to drop. Well, in this case, it's the opposite. They're going to be going up. And this is the fastest I'm ever going to be going, because obviously a plane goes faster than a car. So there's a plane taking off there. So I know, based on experience of watching YouTube videos and from other people that have flown, the taxiway is usually the slowest part, and takeoff is the fastest. If you're wondering how I'm feeling right now, well, I am excited, very excited. I do have a bit of nervousness. And I think once we line up and we start going full throttle, I think it's really going to kick in the excitement. But I'll keep it inside, and you know, this is a video for my viewers. But trust me, I'm feeling butterflies in my belly right now. There's our transit plane. I'll just pull back a bit because the phone, I feel it getting a bit hot from the sun. You can see the engine a bit. Here we go, we're getting ready. Once we take off, we should not be facing the sun. There's a plane coming in to land. Air Canada Rouge. Alright, I see another Air Canada Rouge right ahead of us. So I guess there's different points in the runway where planes can land up to take off, depending on the aircraft type, I guess. Here we are, we're in line. Getting ready to make the turn. Yeah, the sun's really making my phone hot, so gotta be careful, but if you're wondering what the temperature's like in here, it's actually pretty comfortable. Oh, we got two planes in front of us. So that Air Canada Rouge, we're going to get to see it take off directly. We got another plane behind us there. Typical airport. Listen to those engines on that Rouge. I don't know if that's the roar a couple of my viewers were talking about. They wanted to hear the roar. The roar of the engine. It's a certain point when the engine's turning that you can hear the roar. So Looks like we're going to be on runway 24 left. So we got this United Express plane in front of us. He's taking off. The other Air Canada Rouge is in the air. Now it's our turn. And if you're curious, I do have my seatbelt on. You have to keep it on during takeoff, landing, and if there's turbulence. Also, before we left the gate, they did a safety demonstration about the emergency exits and whatnot. Apparently, if you're at a certain altitude, the aircraft could lose pressure, the cabin, and you could end up with low oxygen, so they have oxygen masks that drop down. Let's listen to the announcement. Alright, here we go, turning around. There's the famous 24L. You can see that from the satellite pictures right there. Here we go. The G-force is incredible. We're going so fast that I'm actually being pressed against my seat. Alright guys, here we go. And we are officially off the ground. Oh my goodness, what a feeling. I cannot believe this. There's the REM station down there. I'm gonna try to keep the phone straight. I cannot believe this. I'm actually in the air. There's Lac St. Louis. If you're wondering, my ears seem fine so far. Some people say your ears pop as you go higher. I'm just gonna keep yawning. I have some gum and I'm chewing as well. There's Point Claire Village. Hey Jack, if you're watching, there's St. Anne de Bellevue. Way down there. Home of the bass guy. Yeah, we're turning, I can feel it. Oh boy. We're going above the clouds now. Bass guy show is today. Friday, every Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Try to catch it in Halifax. above cloud level. There's a wind farm down there, look at that. They got windmills, wind turbines. Try to zoom in. Train tracks as well. Yeah, it's hard to see, but the wind turbines are right down there. There's more down there. Yeah, it's hard to see with zooming in. So far, no discomfort. Beautiful. Alright guys, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause the video for now, but I'm going to resume the video when we're even higher, because I want to get some pictures and I'll let my phone cool down. I want to take in the scenery. So it's about 10:10 a.m. right now, and we're still gaining altitude. We're getting higher in the air. I'm starting to feel, it's weird feeling I can't explain. It's like the pressure inside my body is changing. I can actually feel my ears are starting to pop a bit. But I also have, it's hard to explain. It's like I feel like air bubbles in my body a bit. It's like my body's adjusting to the pressure. It's a little bit of an uneasy feeling at first, but I'm getting used to it. Look how high we are. This is incredible. Yeah, we're turning again. This is surreal. It's like being in a dream, or so it's just incredible feeling this. I think we're above Granby now, even though my phone is on flight mode. It's able to pick up the location of where we are, at least a little bit. It's a cool pond or lake down there. Alright, I'll film a little bit more, and I'll film the landing in a separate video in about an hour or so. I'm just going to let my phone cool down, and I'll film occasionally here and there. More to come. What a moment. High above the ground. Alright guys, so it's right now 10:35 a.m. and we're above the Bay of Fundy. I think that's Maine down there. That island you see, I think it's called Grand Manan Island. Alright, so right now it is 10:42 a.m. and I can definitely feel the plane descending. Very cool feeling, very interesting. And my ears are starting to get a bit of a weird feeling again. And that feeling I described earlier, that pressure in my body, it's sort of the opposite now. It's like my body's pushing out from the inside. But it's all science, it's all physics. Once you understand the atmosphere and air pressure, it all makes sense. Well, let's enjoy this descent, and I'll pause the video occasionally and I'll film the entire landing on the runway. Okay, we're definitely descending at a slightly higher rate now. You can see we're at another level of clouds. We saw this earlier in the video when we were taking off. And soon enough we'll be at that bottom layer of clouds, penetrating, and we'll be seeing the ground again, crystal clear. Oh, look at this. We're getting closer to the bottom layer of clouds. I like those irregularities, those little bumps. Really cool. And it's interesting, depending on how high or how low you are, it's like the shape of them changes and the consistency of them, depending on the perspective of where you're looking at it from. Really cool. So it's now 10:52 a.m. And by the way, this is Montreal time, this is Eastern time I'm talking about. And we're getting lower, and you know, depending on, if you use your imagination enough, this, if you didn't know any better, it looks like a big field of snow. Big field covered with snow with some hills. Nature is beautiful. Alright guys, we are now going through the clouds. This is probably the last layer of clouds before the ground becomes visible. Turning as well to the left. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Oh, that was a nice little bump. That's of course turbulence. So we are about to see the ground, I assume. Definitely still turning, I can feel the embankment. It's just like fog, but it's clouds. Wow, when you can't see the texture or whatever, it's really disorientating. There's our wingtip. So they said the weather where we're landing in Halifax, apparently it's wet snow flurries, at least at the time of the announcement. Wow, this is really interesting. This is a cool feeling. It feels like it's getting darker now outside, I guess, as we're getting closer to the ground. The thicker clouds above are blocking the sunlight. Oh, I'm starting to see some ground slowly appearing. Hey, we got ground. Beautiful. Oh man, that's gorgeous. Scotia. perfect descent. It's kind of a bit irregular. It's like a bit bumpy.
Oh yeah.
Probably the turbulence too, but it's cool, the feeling. So I'll resume as we're closer to the ground. Alright, looks like we're about to touch down, so I'll resume the video up until the landing. Here we go, guys, we're gonna land. This, I hear, can be bumpy. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Reverse thrusters. That was an incredible experience, that flight. Wow. Simply amazing. And we made it.
Flair Airlines welcomes you to Halifax. For your further comfort and safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened and your handbag is securely stowed until you reach the gate and the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt signs. You may use all your cellular devices at this time. Please use caution when opening the overhead storage compartments as items do shift with the movement of the aircraft. For those passengers requiring deplaning assistance, they are requested to remain seated until all other passengers have deplaned, at which time they clear our permission to assist you, and the aisles will be held free. Just a reminder that Halifax Airport is a non-smoking airport. You will have to wait to smoke outside the airport in a designated smoking area only. On behalf of the captain and the crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you on board. Flair Airlines hopes to be of service to you again. Thank you and good morning.
Ground equipment.
Bonjour. Pour votre sécurité et celle des passagers assis autour de vous, veuillez s'il vous plaît rester assis, avec votre ceinture attachée, et gardez vos bagages à main bien rangés jusqu'à l'arrêt complet de l'appareil devant le terminal, et que le commandant de bord ait éteint le signal lumineux des ceintures. L'utilisation des appareils mobiles et la désactivation du mode avion est maintenant permise.
Halifax, Stanfield.
Veuillez s'il vous plaît vous assurer d'avoir avec vous tous vos effets personnels en quittant l'appareil et soyez prudents en récupérant vos effets personnels dans le compartiment supérieur car le contenu peut avoir été déplacé durant le vol. Nous aimerions aussi
There's
vous
another
rappeler qu'il est
737
interdit de
Max 8
fumer
over there
et ce
in Canada.
jusqu'à ce que vous soyez à l'intérieur d'une zone désignée fumeur. Si vous avez besoin d'assistance pour le débarquement, veuillez demeurer assis et nous aurons le plaisir de vous aider lorsque les allées seront dégagées. De plus, veuillez vous abstenir d'utiliser tout appareil avec écouteurs lorsque vous circulerez sur la rampe vers le terminal et demeurez attentif envers les autres appareils et véhicules de service.
Right back where we
Au nom
started.
de tout l'équipage, nous vous remercions d'avoir voyagé avec Flair Airlines.
And I just want to mention Flair. I never flown in another airline before. My first time flying. But I like Flair. Really nice experience. Nothing bad to say. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that historical moment. My first time flying. Now it's time to explore Halifax and more videos to come. See y'all soon.